sunlight, which is why I'm doing it right now. Yeah, throw it in the pocket, that's dark enough. Alright, I'll show you quickly so it doesn't get ruined in the sun, but we're using this film, which I'm really excited about. It has a special story behind it, where I think it's just converted cinema film. I've only ever seen it in this one shop in Vienna, and apparently because it is cinema film, you can't develop it just anywhere. When I've seen pics of it online, it looks really cool. There is some Greek Acropolis. Oh, I should probably zoom this out. I saw there was a Greek Acropolis. It was about a 45-minute walk away. I was like, I don't really feel like walking 45 minutes. But I thought about, I am like 9,000 kilometers away from home. So if there's something cool, or potentially really cool, that I definitely couldn't see at home, and I've traveled, oh gosh, I've traveled 9,000 kilometers. And I'm not going because it's 2 kilometers away. That's pretty stupid, honestly. So here we are 40 minutes later, a lot more sweaty. It's not too hot, thankfully, but it's warm. And 300 meters from some Greek Acropolis. So let's see if it was worth it. Oh my gosh. Well, I mean, at least this is worth it. Look at that. Looks like we also got some cows. There's one over there, 2 over there. I don't know how well they show up, but one has horns, so I'm not gonna find out. And I also don't really see any fence keeping them where they are. So let's just, oh yeah, definitely no fence. And that cow, it's got some horns on it. So let's not get too close to those guys. So typically when I'm traveling, don't really do much research beforehand. Instead, kind of just explore and see what you discover. The upside to that is when you do come somewhere and you know nothing about it and you're exploring it on your own, you end up discovering like really cool things. And because your expectations are just so low, because you don't know anything about the place you're going, it ends up being like super cool. So that castle that we walked through, I didn't know it existed, just came across it. And so obviously I run the risk of like missing things when I travel places, but I kind of recognize that if you wander enough and you explore enough on your own, you ask people, talk to people, ask what's cool to check out, you end up catching everything. Like I don't think I've been anywhere and missed anything massive, but I had plenty of experiences where you just stumbled upon something that's really, really cool. So speaking of something really, really cool, this looks to be the Acropolis. Honestly, that might be a cool shot with the right lens. I think I really should invest in a little handheld tripod so I'm not using my water bottle to prop this up. Something like this. We found another cat. Want a model for me, dude? Hi. Hello. Hi. Good to see you. Hello. He's in the grass. See, this is not a... Oh, what is that? Lots of weird bugs here. Not the best thing to do. You want to keep your lenses clean. To do it in areas that are super dusty. But sometimes you gotta rush. Aw, he's sitting down. Perfect. We'll but there's a cloud right now. Hey, champ. He's licking himself now. Old amphitheater, and I guess some sort of events thing behind it. So cool. Back to the water bottle. This seems like a pretty nice place to chill for a second. I'm gonna tell you about getting here. So I've done quite a few trips and done quite a few flights with Ryanair and obviously budget airlines. Yeah, and you've seen my backpack. You know how big it is, and it certainly does not really comply with the small bag rule that they give you when you buy the basic fare. But I've never had a problem with it. But this time, as I was going, they were really roasting people for having too big bags. So the people in front of me all got sort of stopped and checked, and I was like, oh, please don't. I'm not down to pay 50 euros right now. So I get to the front. I always try to be quick with it, let them see my passport right away, scan my boarding pass right away, and just try to minimize the time that they're looking at you. So I did that, scanned my boarding pass, was like, okay, sweet, we're good. Then as I'm walking past her, she looked back, she's like, wait a second, can you put your bag in the slot for me? I was like, oh my gosh, this is not gonna work. So I went to the slot, and thankfully it was super busy, so she told me to go do it, but she immediately started working with the next person. So I went to the little sizer, took out my laptop and cameras because they don't really squish well, obviously, and forced it in, managed to squeeze it in somehow. Like, I guess I didn't really bring much this trip, to be fair, but my backpack on its own is wider than the bag, but yeah, I squished it in, squeezed it in, took like 60 seconds of forcing, but I managed to work. And then I turned around, showed her, she was like, gave me a thumbs up. I was like, amazing, I've never been checked before, and now I know at least my bag can pass. So I took it out, put my laptop and cameras back inside, and then as I was gonna go again, she was like, wait, did you take stuff out of your backpack? And I was like, yeah, just my laptop, you know, didn't want to squish it. She like hesitated for a second, and she's like, actually, you have to get it checked by the other guy, because there were two of them working at the front, and she was mostly doing the scanning, and the guy was mostly checking the bags. So she's like, oh, I actually need you to let the other guy approve it. And I was like, oh, okay, if he looks close, it's not gonna work, because I'm clearly taking out my cameras and my laptop. So did the same thing, took them out, for better or worse. Fortunate for me, unfortunate for the person that he was talking to. He was grilling them about their bag, but I quickly forced the bag in. Because he was dealing with other people, he wasn't where he usually was. Usually he was next to the bag check, the size checker. And he didn't hear the conversation where the girl was like, oh, did you take stuff out of your bag? So as he was talking to the other people, I quickly went to him and pointed at the thing, and he looked at it quickly, then he looked at the girl, and she's like, you have to check for him. Then he looked back at the bag check, and because he was distracted and didn't know the context of me taking stuff out of my bag to make it fit, he's like, yeah, cool. So then about now, there's only like 10 or so people left to get their passes checked and to go through. So I quickly just threw my stuff back in my bag and like didn't compress it at all, so it was open, and just quickly had the stuff thrown in, so it clearly was over at that point. But I mean, they've looked at it twice. They've told me twice it's okay. So I think they were like, okay, yeah, fine, whatever. They just wanted to get it done and get everyone on board. But yeah, done a few trips now, and that's the first time I've been pressed in my bag. So yeah, it's such a disappointment when they sort of check you. But the high of getting through when you weren't expecting to get through at all, was so worth it. So now we made it to Rhodes, and we didn't have to pay 60 euros for our backpack to get here. So great start to the trip. Oh yeah, there's a little ant with a massive stick. Oh, there he is. Look at that. Oh, did he give up? That little stick there, he was moving. Oh, I'm sorry, man. You can do it. It's just a little ledge. Come on, he's thinking about it. Yeah, go get it. Go get it, come on. Oh yeah, come on, get it. Keep going. Keep going. Yeah, let's go. Good job, buddy. What a great worker. Give him a raise. Hardest part about coming to something like this is how do you capture it in a picture? Here's the squad. One. Hi. It's okay. Maybe something over here. Zoomed in a little bit. We talked last time about not forcing photos, and I think I was trying to force that one because the colors are super nice, but it just wasn't looking quite right. So. This might have been someone's mini house before because there was a number on the outside. Could have been a home. Hey, we're chilling. We're chilling. We're all friends. No problem. Hey, hey, it's okay. It's okay. No problem. Hey, don't do that.